Guys, you're not going to believe it, my bike has stopped. Thing. Can't believe it, 20 kilometers to go!
Hi guys, welcome to episode 14 of our Race to Dakar 2020 series with Team Races to Places.
I'm bad as bad can be, so bad that it's hard to believe all what they say about me. I'm bad as bad can
Oh, I think I'm getting a throat infection or something. All this dust. Good.
Last night, Joey and Greg, they were really enjoying the scenery and the stage. It was clearly a tough stage, and they had an option of cutting back from CP3, I think it was, on the highway. But in true Lion style and the adventure in them, they were like, we're not taking no tarmac, we're going on the stage. So they did the stage in the dark. But they got here late, and it was a pretty special moment seeing them come in after watching them on the tracking for like an hour and a half. Big credit to them for pulling it off, because it was a big day yesterday. They got another big day today.
So that's my time card for today. It gets stamped on here at the checkpoint, so we just fold it up, stick it in this pocket. Some people put a hole in here. I just don't bother, otherwise it keeps it nice. Thank you guys.
massive crash. Hit a bump and just threw the bike. The tower. So not only am I going to piss everyone off because they've got to fix it, but now I've got no navigation. Cannot get a break.
Just here with rider 181. He's just had a bit of a fall here. He's pretty shaken up, but I think he's going to be all right. We're just going to hook him up here and make sure the guy's okay. We're here with one of the side-by-sides who has stopped. It was just a bit of a corner with like a right and a left kind of S-bend in thick sand, and I think he just probably high-sided or something like that. Camel grass. Oh, it's the camel grass. He hit the camel grass here. So I got a couple extra water bottles I was carrying for the radiator, so we're gonna help him out with a bit of water there.
Guys, you're not going to believe it, my bike has stopped. Thing. My bike has stopped right near the end of the stage. The front fuel pump stopped working. I'm going to have to quickly take a front fuel tank off and pour some fuel into the back. 13. Come on, Lyndon, quickly. Okay. I'm going to take the front right fuel tank and I'm going to pour the fuel. Come on. Ah! Shit. Why? Come on, Lyndon. Quickly. Come on, you can do it. 2 minutes, that's all you're going to lose. Okay, quick. Okay, we're going to pour some fuel into here. It's probably going to go everywhere. Come on! Quickly, quickly, quickly! Come on! Oh my god, come on! I don't know how much went in the tank and how much went on the floor. There's 20 kilometers to go. Hopefully that's enough. I think that'll do it. Right, come on. Back together. Come on! It. Come on. Hell. Come on, Lyndon. I've lost a screw in the rush. There. That's 5 minutes lost already. Come on, come on, come on. I can't believe it, 20 kilometers to go! was great, apart from issues with the bike. Within 10 kilometres of the fuel stop, the bike just started playing up. So I switched to the rear tank, but I knew I didn't have enough fuel to get to the end of the stage in the rear tank, so I kept trying it. Long story short, I had to stop for 10 minutes in the stage to pour the fuel from the front tanks into the back to get to the end of the stage, 20 kilometres from the end. So I was a bit bummed, but I was like, ah, well, that's rallying.
Sorry, dude.
That's damage there. Man.
I was going slow and I hit a camel grass and it kicked me up in the air and I was above the bike and I landed on my knees like this, and as I did that I hit the throttle, but I would have been doing 80. I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah, man, don't worry about it, it'll fix. Okay, so let's do a quick feature about the bike. The bike that all 5 riders on this team are using, it's a KTM 450 factory rally bike. So it's not an enduro bike that's adapted for rally. It's built in the factory as a factory rally bike. So it's available to customers. Typically they only build about 70 each build cycle, and so really difficult to get hold of. So we've got 4 2020 models on the team, and then mine's a 2019 model, which I've been using for training as well. But those that have watched the series will know that all the bikes, even from new, were fully rebuilt from the frame up. And now there's reasons for that. We want the best reliability we can get. So we want to check every single electrical connection, every single nut bolt fastener, make sure everything's lock wired, Loctited and stuff like that. But let's just talk about the specification of the bike to give you an idea. So it's a 450cc engine. It's a single cam engine from KTM, but it's not like your regular engine. It's very strong. It's built to be held wide open for long distances in the hardest, most brutal terrain, and it puts out about 70 horsepower at the crankshaft, which is quite a lot for a 450. It's got a 6-speed transmission, a heavy-duty clutch, and the radiator's big, and it's got an oil cooler on it to help keep the temperature down in the hot environments and high-stress environments that we use it in. So that's a little bit about the engine. The suspension on it is WP suspension. It's got cone valve forks and a track shock. So again, it's the racing pedigree of suspension on the bike. All the bikes are set up differently for the riders, different spring rates, different valving and adjustment on the clicker adjustment for the damping, compression and rebound. It's all down to each individual rider what they like. Another thing about the bike is it's got a lot of fuel on board. It holds about 33 litres of fuel, and if we just go in the side I can show you the fuel tanks. The guys are working on the bikes now at the moment, so if I just pick a bike, this one here in the middle, which is my bike, Tim's just working on it right now. So the front fuel tanks are off it. So this is the rear fuel tank. The rear fuel tank's about 15 litres, and then the front fuel tank holds approximately 8 litres both sides. So I'll show you the front fuel tank here. Whoop. So this is a front fuel tank. It's got the body panel on it as well, and it holds approximately 8 litres. Now, the reason that I say they hold approximately 8 litres because they're plastic and they expand in the heat, and the more temperature we've got, ambient temperature, the more fuel the bike holds, which is kind of strange, but it's true. So roughly about 33 litres. Now, today we did 400 and, let me think how many, no, we did 315 kilometres, and my bike was 36 litres of fuel. Now you think, well, you didn't have 36 litres, we had a 5 litre fuel stop in there, so we were allowed to stop and put 5 litres in only, and I finished 315 got to the 315 kilometre fuel stop with both fuel lights on, so it was very close. So to do it on any other bike, but a bike with a lot of fuel, which is a rally bike that's built specifically for it, you probably would run out of fuel in these stages. Very hard stage today, so it was hard on the bike. Now, to fit all the fuel on the bike, the exhaust has to be underslung. So if you look at the bike here, you can see the exhaust system goes underneath the bike, and that's so you can fit fuel here low down. Exhaust goes under, comes out high at the back, high level, and that allows you to get more fuel on board on the bike and get it as compact as possible. Wheels and tyres, if we just talk about wheels and tyres quickly, we use Woody's Wheelworks wheels with Hahn hubs for this race. They've got A60 rims, which are super strong, heavy duty stainless spokes and nipples, Michelin Desert race tyres and Michelin Desert spec mousses, so MO2 and M16 mousses. Typically they get changed every day. Sometimes if it's a sandy day, we'll run for 2 days with the same tyres. It just depends, because in the sand, surprisingly, it hardly touches the tyres. But if there's rocks on the stage, then it will take the edge off and we need to change them. Brake discs, Motomaster brake discs on all the bikes, really solid brake discs, and Brembo pads. That's what we choose to use. And then you can see on the bike, I've already done in the previous episode, if you want to see it, I've done a little feature about the navigation tower, so we won't go into too much detail here now. But this whole navigation tower setup on the front of the bike here approximately is about €8,000. So everything that you see on the front here, this navigation tower, which allows us to navigate and communicate with the organisation, everything. Watch the feature in the early episodes of this series, you'll see all about that. And then I have this little Enduristan rally pack on the back of the bike, and this is really just to store this is my man purse. This is my man purse. This is where I put my roadbook pens. I have a spare set of gloves just in case you lose a glove on the stage or one blows away, a rag to clean my goggles, some sport tape for my hand, a little key for my roadbook, and that's it. This is the KTM 450 factory rally bike that we're using here. Now you'll notice they're all painted in Motorex green, and I think that looks sick. So the bash plate on the bike, it's not like a conventional enduro bash plate where it's aluminium and it takes big hits. It's basically there just to keep stones and debris away from the engine and the oil filter housing and everything on the bike. So just have a look at it. It's carbon fibre, that's it. It's carbon fibre, it's quite big. It goes on the outside of the fuel tanks, and also it's got 3 litres of water inside, which is emergency water for the riders. So just in case you get stuck out in the desert without any Camelback water, you've still got 3 litres on your bike. So it's more of an emergency water. It gets pretty hot down there next to the exhaust, so I'm not sure I would want to drink it in the middle of a stage, but if I was desperate, I would drink it. So there's quite a few little bits that we spend a lot of time on at Lyndon Poskitt Racing to get these bikes prepped for the race, and one of the biggest ones is the wiring. All the wiring in the navigation tower, so that you don't have a problem. All this wiring has to be so neatly routed so that when you turn the handlebars, nothing binds. That's really important. And same with all this equipment wiring here. Nothing can chafe on everything. It all has to be cable tied into positions. See, all the connectors have to be tightened up. It's really important so that we don't have electrical and wiring problems on the bike. Something else that we do, we have these carbon fibre frame covers made, because with the frame being on the outside, the boot wears all the paint off the frame and it just looks second hand. So we use a carbon guard there that we have made on the frame. On the front, to give you an example, this Iritrac mount, where it's mounted on the side, and then this bag that's mounted on the other side, we make these little stainless plates here. So these little Onnit stainless plates, which bolt onto the existing navigation tower and allow us to mount the hardware on the side, or whatever we want on the side of the tower. That also gives us some space inside for mounting parts. But again, watch the early episodes, there's more details on that. So that's it, quick overview of the bike, very quick. If you have any questions, fire them in the comments below.
So he's just informed me that this bit here that I've broken is, oh, there we go, nice shiny one. It's only €550. That's about 32,000 Canadian dollars.
Sorry.
550.
Yeah. Look at that. All ready to be smashed up tomorrow. That's all right. That was only €550. So.
Yeah, one thing of it.
You're just warming up, bro.
€800 for the road book.
Yeah, you wait till we get to the finish line and I just haul ass into the distance. Come on, keep picking on me to say I break stuff.
Have you seen your bike today? You don't have a leg to stand on today.
He doesn't break stuff at all. Like, not at all.
Biggest warranty claim ever.
Hi guys, here we are at the end of stage 9 of a 12-stage rally, the Africa Eco Race 2020. What, so much gone on in the last 9 days, well, the last 2 weeks really, getting ready and prepping for the race, and I can tell you that all the riders and even the mechanics and the team are getting tired now, and even the media guys are tired. And it's been long days, long nights, and it's really catching up on us. So 3 days to go. Really interesting day today. 3 of the bikes came back with damage, which means that the mechanics have to stay up longer, and then they get more tired. They've got a big distance to drive tomorrow, and it's like this big chain of events that happens, which just constantly like dragging you down. But the sort of morale within the team and the attitude of everyone in the team is absolutely top notch. We're all having fun and we're all upbeat and looking forward to the last few days, and more importantly looking forward to getting to Dakar. Is there some on the other side? I think there's some on the other side. Oh, there we go. Yes, the soup! Come on! Oh no! Push more! You kidding me, man? Wait. I hold it. Alright, that's gonna have to do. It's a bit weak.
Oh man, this could be a disaster.
I'm gutted, man. There's no soup.
You took the last of the soup.
You've eaten all the soup, man. Look, that's all I got.
That's it? I've had 3. I'm full of soup.
You're full of that's what you are.
And that.
I'm bad as bad.